evening. Happy Thursday. Almost done with the weekday. I just got home. How many times do I say that to start the stream? I need to move this so I can see it a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, and it's a good thing we went out. We knew we had to go pick up something. We had an errand to run. But this morning, I mean, it was just gloomy and pouring rain, and hubby and I were tired, and we were just like really grouchy. And I was like, nothing's right. I don't want to read my book. I don't want to play my video games, which I love normally, right? I don't want to knit. I don't want to touch nothing. I just want to sit here and frown. And that's so not me. He's not quite that bad. He doesn't complain. I get verbal about it. But getting out of the house was a nice thing. It was a good thing. And I think sometimes we forget that, a couple hours out of the house is not a bad idea. Y'all know I've been hitting the auction thing, and I did get another lot, and I had to go pick it up today. Not crafting, not yarn, not all that, but I probably will show it on Sunday. I haven't even seen all of it yet. I mean, I've seen a little bit. It was linens, tablecloths, pillowcases, placemats, that sort of thing. And it's all white. I think there's some color stuff in there, but you know what I'm saying. It's it's nice. I think it's going to be really nice. And a lot of it does have probably machine done, but looks like stitching on it, like cut work, things like that. So we're going to have some fun with that on Sunday afternoon when I do the stream. But that was almost like a day trip. It wasn't really that far away, but it was far enough away that, you know, it was a healthy drive and it felt like we did a little something. and, and of course, then we went out to eat and we ate in an area that we rarely get to go to because it is pretty far east of us, north and east of us. So that always improves our mood. We sat on their patio, but we were undercover. There was a creek. They call it a creek. So there was water beside us with a dock. If the weather had been nice, they've got decking all around this place that you can sit outside. It wasn't crowded because it wasn't a weekend. It was very enjoyable. We did our senior citizen thing and hit it actually a little later than normal, around 4:30. No, that's not true. It was yeah, quarter of 4 when we got there. Anyway, we hit happy hour, which was another thing that helped. I had the best fish sandwich ever. I mean, it was on plain whole wheat bread, untoasted. I'm usually not that kind of. That's pretty traditional though for a fried fish sandwich. But the fish was just out of this world. It was so good. And I hadn't eaten much uh, I, during the day today. I didn't eat hardly anything. I had a salad for supper last night, right? I mean, I was being good, and I try and be good periodically, right? Right. But this was a fish sandwich, and it was really wonderful. So it has improved my mood. I am looking forward to doing some spinning, and I'm going to do the second bobbin of the cashmere silk, the blue cashmere silk. Hopefully, all the sound checks out and sounds okay. I didn't double check it. Um, I seem to have things in shape as of before that. So the first thing I want to do is see this clump of fiber right here. Let's see if I wanted to use this or not. Okay, this is what I washed, and it's been behind me for a while there, drying on the rack. I just wanted to really show off all the different colors, and I think I'm going to use the other camera. I think the other camera might be better. Let me go to, I'll have to hold it down there by the other camera, like this. Now you can really see there's tan, which is always on the ends of the tip. It's like they're bleached. There's various grays, some lighter. Oh, see right. Okay, hold it right there. Hold it right there. Now, some lighter, some darker, some even darker. See it down in there? Look at the variety of grays in there. It is Romaldale. Romaldale. And it's not mixed with anything, right? It's pure because they use Romaldale mixed with other things for CVM, California Variegated Mutant. And the Romaldale, they don't do anything but breed Romaldale and use them mostly as rams. Look at this. It's like silk and it's fine and it's gonna be divine. I think I'll go ahead and make bats. Kind of depends on how it actually opens up and how much short stuff there is and everything. I absolutely could comb it and then card the waist because I'm sure the waist wouldn't be bad. It is flying apart. It is just sliding apart. It is so well washed. There is no stickiness to it at all. It is just amazing fluff. Amazing fluff. So this is probably 2/3 of the fleece. I have the other third is a small part of very, very, very dark and a small part of very light, right? That light color. That was not just the tips, but went all through it because the animal did have tan areas on there, as well as the pretty dark gray. So I pulled those separately. Everything else that was left a lot of the fleece because it was like the combination of all those colors kind of pushed in together and you really couldn't get them separated real good. So I only have a little bit more to wash. I wanted to share that though because it's such a gorgeous fleece. Can't wait to work with it. But speaking of gorgeousness, this is my Tusaw silk that I'm spinning. And you can see my bobbin right here. That's my first one. This was a 4-ounce braid. So I split it into 2 ounces. And I would love to get this done tonight, but I know I'm not going to. It takes time to spin this. It really does. It takes a lot of time to spin it. First of all, it's very wide. There's a lot in the width of the braid, which means I end up separating it out a lot. Stripping it down to smaller bits to spin. Okay, I'm going to start with that. If I can get it to pull. There we go. Okay. Sometimes it's easier just to do the big chunks first that come off easy, like that. And then separate those. This is very time consuming but it's worth it. You get an absolutely perfect worsted, thin, tightly spun single. I would call this top. Let's see what it says on the card here. The dyer did not commit. It's not listed as top or roving. It's got to be top. It, dye name is Mist. Oop. What if I'm sure I saved some of this, but a chunk just fell off, so I'll keep it. Okay, we're going the right direction. The other thing that's been frustrating is there are several things I have been trying to do. Oh, we're going to have a noisy bobbin here for a little bit. Paperwork wise, phone call wise, that sort of thing, and everybody's already on vacation for the holiday, the Memorial Day. It's just like nobody is really calling back or anything. It's kind of frustrating. That rattle will stop as I get some weight on it. Sat on the porch yesterday, early evening, and finally finished picking open my Corriedale. Very bright pink Corriedale. Right, I have to do something about this. Maybe it needs a little bit of oil. Let's try that. No, I know I didn't change the thump thump, but what I was going after, it was pulling in really hard, and I think it was pulling in really hard because the tension thing is already really as loose as it can go. Is that it was working hard, right, with the friction. So putting a little bit of oil on there helped that, I think. It's not pulling against me so hard now. There we go. Starting to quiet down a little bit. You're always going to get the motor whine. I really miss my treadle machine. I really, really miss my Ara. It is definitely non-functional. I have started the process of A, looking for a repair person, B, looking for a way to order the part. I know exactly what I need. I think my husband can put it on there, but I'm very afraid that we can't just order certain parts, that they're going to have to send the entire big flywheel. The wheel is sound. It's not that. It's the metal that's attached to the wheel that has basically lost enough friction hold to hold the piece that goes in that hole to hold it in place. It just wore out. I looked up on my records. I've had it for 11 years. I got it April 2011. So it's 11 years old. It is a relatively new design in the industry. It's been around, obviously, a while, but less than 20 years. So these things may be, in the time that I've had it, they've worked it out and they can send me a replacement that works better. But I miss treadling. I miss the rhythm and sound of that. I was driving in when we went on our errand, and we go over the hill, and then the hill is completely wooded. It's just road through trees, okay, until you actually hit the town. And I was looking, I sit on my porch and I look out of my porch, and all I see is green everywhere. There are hills around me are green. The grass around me is green. My trees are green. And when I drive in that road, the green is even more intense. I mean, it is just like so much green. And I got to thinking about that. It was like, okay, color puts off vibration, and there's all this same color vibrating. And I don't think I resonate with it very well. I think that sometimes that's what really sets me off in the spring, with this frustration level of, you know, I just I gotta do, and the jitteriness of that and that sort of thing, instead of the times in the winter when I'm really chilled and relaxed, and summertime, you don't get it. It's unique. And then fall is such a glory that, that's totally different energy too, right? Even though everything is coming to an end, dying. So I don't know. I don't think I'm really good with the spring energy. Maybe it's aging. Yep. Fell apart. One of the things that happens when you bid on auctions, that when they're doing estate auctions and emptying a house, is they leave the items in the house and you go to the house. The house does not have anybody living in it. And there are, of course, employees of the auction company who are there to escort you and check you off and direct you where you want to go. And they, give you your invoice, and it always says the location of the item. So, it may be in the kitchen, it may be in the dining room, it may be in the garage or what. They always say that on the invoice. And today's invoice, she walked me. They check people in at the kitchen. She walked me right to the next room, and there's nice, comfy couch and chairs, and on my couch was this great big box. On the couch was this great big box of linens. And after I got out in the car and I was looking at the invoice, I looked at the location of the item, and that is called a warming room. I guess that's an actual technical um, architectural term in large houses, and the definitely was a large house. Um, the room right off the kitchen there, you know, where it's always nice and warm if the oven's on or whatever. I had never heard that term, the warming room. Maybe they made it up. There's so many rooms they had to have names for them, so maybe they made it up. Oh, I felt so sorry. A elderly gentleman had pulled in. He was on a cane, and he had already gotten his item, which was a lamp with a glass base and a glass globe. And he was beside his car with these little hand gripper things that reach to grab things, trying to pick up the pieces of the globe because it had fallen and broken. And he just bought that. I felt so bad. Of course, he didn't say anything about it. And my husband is a awesome, awesome good Samaritan when it comes to older people, especially. And he says, "Here, I'll get that. I'll pick that up." And he picked it up and put it all in a box and took it in so that it could dispose of the glass. But I was like, oh, I hope he can find something to put on there, and he's not lost a lot of money. I mean, accidents happen, don't they? Milk gets spilt. I don't know if the people that I did this last week too. I don't know if the people that are working remember me. I would imagine they do, especially my distinct gray hair. But they do see a lot of people. But I sure have recognized them. Same workers. See the same lady every time. What a fun job. Probably a lot of work. I have noticed that they don't do more than like one every month or 6 weeks. They just happen to have these two pretty close together uh, in their ending times. They ran them same time. So it's probably a lot of work for them. So tomorrow starts Dash Dash. What is that? For me, it really had started with knitters and video podcasters, knit girls, not knit more, knit girls, um, to complete projects. The what am I trying? The carrot is so you're counting your yardage. You convert it into kilometers, and they're doing it like it's a race, right? 1K, 2K, 5K, 10K, that kind of thing. And you want to estimate what your achievement can be in a 3-month period, June, July, and August. And it was mostly, how much yarn can you knit into something and get done. The carrot is if you start a project, but you finish it during Stash Dash, you get to count the yardage of the whole project. That's the carrot, right? That gives you more yardage, which is pretty cool. I don't do much knitting during it. I do the spinning. But that's okay because I like and can and do for Tour de Fleece count the yardage that I spin. So I might as well just make it a summer and count yardage that I spin for the summer. Top is 20K. I am not going to try for that. I didn't make 10K last year because sadly, this is when Mom died last year in July. It's right in the middle of it. So, yeah, that was more important, of course. And had a lot of trips, a lot of driving. So we'll see what we can do this year. That's the royal we. You're going to help by watching because that's all I'm going to be doing on streams. I think I'm going to, I don't know. I don't know if I'll put the cross stitch away or not. We'll see. Oh, this made a mess. Went right down into the roaming, all the way down into it. Into the top. Didn't draft, and I got, it's pretty thin. I got fuzz in my mouth, I think. I have to remember to take pictures, lots of pictures. That's what they want. Before and after. I need to spin more by feel and not look, because that's really hard on my neck. Looking down all the time. I didn't get as much of the fiber processed as I wanted to. It I did say through May, so I technically would have had next couple days this weekend, but Stash Dash actually starts tomorrow. I was aiming for, having a lot of bats made. I did get, oh, I don't know. I forget what there is of a brown. I forget how many bats there are, but I did get that. However, the white that I did, it's an unknown breed, so I don't know what the breed is, and it was terrible fiber. Um, I couldn't find a history on how I got it or where I got it or anything, so I'm not real upset about it. I am not going to try and spin it though. I made the bats, and my thought is I'm going to use it for flat, well, wet felting. So I'll felt a bat, and then it'll be white, and then I'll take the colored fiber in small bits and felt that on top of that as a picture. That's my plan. Now, I have 7 of those bats. I don't know if I'll do 7 pictures or not. I just know that I'm not going to like the yarn if I spin it. I just know that. Let's just spin all 3 of these here at the same time. I have them all together here. Good grief. Spin that out. There we go. So it was a little bit of a waste of time, except that it's stored in the Rubbermaid bin that I've been putting bats in there, and we'll be ready to go. I will have to do that, where I have a good tablecloth down. I could do it on my kitchen table because that can get wet. There's no dyes involved, so it's not going to stain anything. So don't know exactly when I'll do it. It's actually not a bad winter job. I'm very tired today. All right. All right. June 3rd and 4th. I had to look up when the next Fiber Festival is, and I have decided not to go. But yes, I need to let my daughter know that, because originally we were planning on going together. I believe she took the day off from work, but she schedules clients. She could always probably go ahead and change that. I did my damage at this last one. Don't think I need to go. My goodness, there was a piece of hay in my cashmere silk. Lord, my. What's the world coming to? It's organic. Debated about not doing tonight and doing tomorrow night instead. I think I'm gonna enjoy having my Friday completely free. Oh, and by the way, Stash Dash is under Knit Girls, and there are 4 L's on Girl um, Discord. Okay, it's not a Ravelry thing or anything like that. Oh man, I am really stiff. I don't really want to stretch tonight. It hurts. Okay. What's something I was going to do? Oh, I want to fix this. And I want a paper towel. I want to fix this. It was rubbing against my... It was out of its groove and rubbing against my single going up in there. All right. Probably going to pull in more. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. Oh my goodness. It all undid itself again. Okay. Let me fix this again. What's going on here? Ah, it was wrapped the wrong way. That would never do. That's what it was. Now, will you stay there? Okay. Now let's see if it's going to go screaming off into the sky here. Oh, not too bad. Okay. Not bad at all. I needed to fix that. Tensioning. Flywheel tensioning. It's basically fishing line. No stretch to it, just plastic line. Oh, much better. 'Tis the simple things. Boy, the phone's ringing a lot tonight. Telemarketers trying to catch people who are home because of the holiday, starting their long weekend, Friday through Monday. Do you really think that works, huh, people? Ugh, goodness gracious. Up, 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 up. Got too thin. Didn't break, though, but it will at some point, I think, if I don't add more. messy. Oh man, I don't know if I'll make it. I am really fading fast. Just don't feel like sitting here. I talk at times thinking about unplugging, uh, not doing anything streaming or anything. Oh, but man, I'm afraid I'd turn into a big old lump and not get anything done. At least I get some stuff done. It's just some days it's really hard for me to sit. Wish I had a better chair. Okay. Whoops. What's happening here? Also, it's very warm in here tonight. That's a first for a while, hasn't it? I mean, it really is warm tonight. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. All right. I really don't want to rush this fiber. Oh, I just love it. And this is it. I mean, I don't have any more of this blend, this color or any other. And most certainly am not looking to buy more. magazine I get called Midwest Living sends travel uh, books from states in their area, right? It's all ads. It isn't all ads in the sense that it's got various topics for the state, like, you know, things to see, things to do, things to eat, that sort of thing. Um, so it's somewhat a explanation of some of the attractions, and especially each different city that is a bigger destination city. Sent us Michigan this time, and I've been to Michigan a couple times, but we've never really vacationed in Michigan. One of the things I did not realize is it has like 6 lakes around it. I mean, starting down in the southeast corner with Lake Erie, and then there's Lake Superior and Lake Huron and Lake something else and something else. I mean, Lake Michigan, and there is another one that I don't remember the name. Um, Around Michigan, it's kind of like I never realized how many lakes. I knew Lake Michigan mostly. I didn't really realize some of Lake Erie touched Michigan. I uh, have been up to Isle Royale, so I would have been around Lake Superior, but I really don't remember it being something that I remembered. I just knew we were going over a body of water to get to Isle Royale. So, anyway, it was kind of fun. We sat there on the porch. I asked hubby, I said, "Are you interested in a vacation in Michigan?" And he just kind of looked at me like, "I don't think so." But then after I talked about a few things, there were some fun things listed that if we picked the lower, not don't go to the upper peninsula, but pick the lower part of the state, it wouldn't be too bad as far as a 3-4 day trip. I will say nothing really jumped out at me. Like, I still have things on my bucket list, like getting out to Arizona to the diamond fields and um, uh, seeing Mount Rushmore. I've seen the Grand Canyon. Um, so, there's other things that require a longer trip but are bigger destinations. Wow, that just pulled apart. I wasn't real sure if I'd be able to stream tonight. They predicted big storms, and they may come in, but judging from how cool it felt when we were uh, getting out of the car after we got home, I think the storm is through. I think the cold front is through, and I don't think we're going to get any storms. But I wasn't real sure my internet would be good. If it was going to be the way they were talking, it would be coming in right around 7 when I was getting on. So that didn't happen, thank goodness. This is just flat out putting me to sleep. I'm going to do this bit here. Now I'm going to call it a night. And actually, probably go to bed. I'm almost done with the audio book I'm listening to, one of the Vampire Knitting Club mysteries. I think I have one left in the what's currently released. But I got some recommendations. I read Discord that a lot of people put on there, what you reading thread. I get so many good ideas. So, got another one to listen to, courtesy of my library. That is so cool. I don't listen to my audio audiobooks. That's part of Prime and Kindle and all that. But you still paid for them. God, I can't even think of the name of it. I have quite a library in there. I need to. And I've listened to quite a few over the years. Oh, I listened to so many books when I was working, driving back and forth. I tend to only listen to books now. Not so much when I'm going to bed because I tend to fall asleep pretty quick, but I'll wake early, 4 o'clock or something like that, and stay in bed and listen to a book. I bought these cute cat. I'm sure you've seen them. They've been around for a while. Headphones, because they look so cushiony and everything. They're still kind of hard. I have to lay on my back if I have them on. I thought maybe they'd be cushiony enough I could lay on my side with them on. But they're still nice. Okay, got a thick place here from the silk. Wonder if the cute Avalanche has they've got new baby kittens on. The other ones, of course, grew up. I'm going to check them out. I don't know if they let raids or not. Kind of ending up with the Goldilocks here. Some are too big and some are too little. There's not enough that's just right here. This one's pretty thick. Okay. I need to move this. I think I do. That is actually a lot done for an hour and a half. I'm actually very impressed that I got that much done. I knew that it'd be unlikely I would be able to sit here and spin all of this 2 ounces. It'd go over 2 hours, probably about 2.5 hours. So that is good. Look at the silk on my pants. I have to do the wet paper towel thing. Okay, thank you so much for checking in. If you're watching this as the VOD after a while, hope it's been nice and relaxing for you because it definitely was a chill stream. Just really, really laid back and quiet. And the hopefully the music was It's called Calm Music to Sleep. I can't hear it, so I hope it fit with it too. I will be back Sunday afternoon, and hopefully not so tired. The night streams are hard for me. I'm not a night owl. I'm very much an early morning riser. I am going to give me a minute here. I need to. I just turned the music up. Oh, well, and I just closed my browser and I didn't mean to do that. I am going to go to Twitch. Twitch had an app on my desktop where I could just click on that and go to Twitch, and they don't work no more. They took it off. It don't work no more.
John
See who is.
Maybe. He's like.
Huh.
I have to be more buff.
Do I have to make this big? There we go.
You recognize me from Tabletop? That's so cool. God,
All right.
That was such a
Got a
fun
lot of people
episode to
streaming
shoot.
tonight.
I love Tabletop.
Gishtastic is embroidering.
I love
Softgoth Love is thread organizing.
Tyler Posey. Yeah, well, I hope not.
There's a cross stitch by Sleeping Lunar Design. Toasty Treat is journaling in watercolor.
Do I visit Hawaii often? And do I
Atomic Stacy is on. Scaly is on.
I don't go back home as
I'm
much
going
as I should.
to
Go back.
check Cute Avalanche real quick. All right. Ad. We got to wait for the ad. Hubby and I are talking about, well, the first thing I'm going to go see is Downton Abbey as a movie next week. But then after that, we're talking about go see Top Gun for him. All right, come on. 2, 1, gone. Oh my goodness, they're babies. Okay, and they're active. And they got 2. Got 2 white ones. Oh, this one is just playing like crazy. All right. Let me see if I can raid them. Oops. I never know how to spell their name. AVA. J. Oh, I need to slip this down so the name is there. Okay. Not A, E. It ends in an E. That would not have worked. Let's see if that works. Nope. So I have to use this one. All right. I told you I was going to raid them up there. Now, there is the raid. So, everybody, take care. Have a great start to your weekend. Happy Friday tomorrow. And I'll see you Sunday afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Bye. Enjoy the kitties. Why can't I see the kitties? Okay. End the stream.